Hello everybody, so this is another requested video. A lot of you guys wanted me to make a reading on the clip that the Russian singer just released. His name is Emin Agalarov. I'm gonna link the video down below so you guys can see it too from his official YouTube. Okay, so you guys told me that Psychic Valera just put up a video about this. I don't think I've seen it. I'm gonna watch it after I'm gonna do this reading. So, which to all appearances seem to be blackmailing Trump, and it is obvious that this would have to be with Putin's consent. Wonder if you'd mind do a reading on this, particularly as to what Trump's reaction to it will be. Will he see it for what it is? And will he do Putin's bidding when they meet next month? It's all very strange. Okay, so I'm gonna link the video below in the description so you guys can see it. So let's see what we get from the cards on this. First, how does Trump sees that? How does he receive that? I see from his perspective. When he sees it, what's his reaction? Oops. Guess what? The Putin card Trump turned. Okay. So maybe it's a confirmation that it is a message from Putin. Alright, okay, let's see. Trump. Queen of Pentacles. Money. It's something that has to do with the money and probably the sanctions. Maybe it's a pressure for him. Yeah, they send a signal that he has to modify. I see this as the law. It has to do with the sanctions. He's threatening him. Probably it is a threat. It is like to press his hands. I think it has to do with the money, the sanctions, because this is what is affecting Putin. This is what he desperately needs for the sanctions to be lifted, so that they can freely steal from their people. So it's about money. It's about money, guys. The Queen of Pentacles, it's money, security. Here's the compromise, the dealing that they had. You know, we had a compromise. You better do what I asked you, or you're screwed. The Tower. So it is about the money and the sanctions, and he's waiting. Putin is still waiting for this implementation, for this to for the sanctions to be lifted. I think this is what it is about. It's, you see, the Hierophant is the, you know, the people who decide, the Congress, the whatever, the, I don't know how it works there. I think the Congress, the senators, they're deciding to lift the sanctions or not. Because when during the Obama administration, they have signed the Magnitsky Act, the sanction. The Congress decided they put up the sanctions. So it's probably this has to do with the Congress and the people who decides there in the to lift the sanctions. It's about the money and the compromise that they had. They had a dealing, and this is it's like some sort of a warning. Hey, you better not mess with me. Do this. So Trump is, as I see from this, he wants to do it. He's willing to to do this compromise, but he's probably waiting for something to gain more power, to to make sure that he has nobody to stand up to him, so he can really do whatever he wants. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. From Putin's perspective, I want to see from Putin what's going on. So yeah, Trump, of course, he wants to keep his end of the bargain, and he wants to appease Putin, but he can't because, he's not a dictator yet. He hasn't installed himself with ultimate power. It really hurts him, and especially now in Europe and other countries, they start to implement the Magnitsky Act. It's really, that really hurts him. And it's not just for Russia, it's for all these dictators and for all these human rights abusers, if they will start implementing this as they should. Okay, so let's see from Putin's perspective. Russian is they're infiltrated in the Interpol. They put up with this guy Bill Browder, that is advocating for this Magnitsky Act to be implemented by countries, and they in Spain they arrested him. Russia has infiltrated there. Russia has like power with the Interpol. I don't know how this works. It's some influence. They have the influence with the Interpol, and that's how they managed to arrest this guy. But he was people were advocating for him, and they released him. The Spanish police released him. But they're trying to get to this guy. They're trying to stop him. This is, I think, Putin's enemy number one. This guy, Bill Browder. So he's desperate with the sanctions. This is what it hurts Putin, where the money is. Okay, so he has his high hopes. The judgment it's about, hey, I'm gonna unearth this. I'm gonna dig up the dirt from the and spill out all the secrets, all the skeletons in your closet. I'm gonna show them to the world. It's like a wake up call. It's a warning. And he has his high hopes. Yeah, we see the Hierophant. It's about the legislation. I don't know if legislation, the sanctions. I see this is like an official structure that gets to decide on the sanctions. He's trying to, yeah. So this is his hopes, and it's really hurting him. It's really, really hurting him. These sanctions. He's pushing it. He's pushing it, and he's probably. He's aware of the investigation. He's aware that things don't look very good. And he's probably pushing now. I don't know. He wants to push it faster. So he has his high hopes, the star, to change the law when it comes to the sanctions that are implemented. And he's not in a good position. He's hurting really bad because of the sanctions, and especially that they're being implemented in more countries now. And in London, they seem to start probably investigating. I don't know, because he has a lot of connection there. There's a lot of dirty money in London, and they may they're in the course of implementing sanctions. They're in the course of cleaning up. So it's not good news for Putin. There are being pressure made to for UK to implement sanctions on Russia. So I think he's really hurting bad. That's why the 5 of Cups. That's why he's pressing, because he needs it. He desperately needs the sanctions lifted. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna tell the world. Wake up call. The judgment. I'm gonna tell the world. I'm gonna expose you if you don't remember what you've promised me, if you don't remember our agreement, you know. Okay, so what will Trump do? He needs to make a decision. Here's Putin. Putin card. He will take action. I don't know. But it depends. He's not sure. He's at the crossroads because of this Eight of Cups and these 12 Wands. He's still caught in between something. And he still need to figure something out. And I don't know, maybe about this Eight of Cups, maybe he's planning of someone to make someone leave. Taking action, Ace of Wands, demanding someone to maybe to leave, making certain people, maybe like this guy that just retired from the Supreme Court, maybe he's one of the people who he wants gone so he can gain more power. Or maybe it's not just him, maybe he wants to get rid of a few people. But he's in between. He's in the process of doing it, but he's doing it. He's doing Putin's bidding. He is the Fool. So yeah, he wants to do it, but he's in between. He's in the course of doing something, and still need to make certain decisions about things. But yeah, he's going ahead with it. And here's Putin waiting. So he will try to do it. He will try to do it. I don't know if he will achieve it. Let's see. Will Trump achieve to do Putin's bidding when it comes to the sanctions? Oops. I don't think so. Let's see. Will Trump manage to lift the sanctions for Russia? The Emperor, using his power, is pressed by, you know, this is Putin's stick, forcing him, you know, pushing him, to poking him to use his power. But I don't really see it doing something. I don't see a card here that would say that yes, he will do something. He will use his power, the Emperor, as president, as in any way he can. He will fight against whoever stands in his way. He's afraid of being exposed. You know, the judgment being unearthed, the dirt is being unearthed and revealed. So he's afraid of that. He doesn't want to be exposed. For sure, this Putin guy has compromise on him, so he doesn't want to be exposed, and that's why he's this is Putin's stick poking at Trump, and he will use his power. But from this Three of Wands, it's like he's planning it, but it's not manifesting yet. He's trying, but he's not. I don't think he's gonna manage. He's gonna try. He's gonna do his best to lift the sanctions. He's gonna use all his power to lift them, but I don't see it happening. I just see him trying, but I don't see it manifesting. See, like it's in this fire here. This is the plan, but it's in the ether. It's not realized. It's just a plan. So I don't think he'll manage to pull through. I don't think he'll manage to lift them. He's gonna try. Let's see. Will Putin expose Trump? Will we see the PP tapes? Oh God. Will he expose the dart on Trump? Is it likely that Putin gives the dirt on Trump in case the sanctions are not lifted? Ooh, tension. He's waiting. He's still waiting. This like waiting. They're both waiting. Trump is waiting. He's waiting for his results for what was promised. Again, see the sanctions. It has to do with the freaking sanctions. So, and the contract they have, the bidding. So, I don't know. It's not sure. He might not. We don't know because it's not decided. It's not sure what's gonna be. They're both waiting, and there's tension. There's clear tension because he's pressing Trump, but Trump, can only do so much. He's using all his power, but he cannot just lift sanctions just like that because he's not dictator yet. But he's trying. He's gonna use his power, and this is it. It's about the sanctions, guys. Sending him signals to keep his bidding, but the pact that they have, the pact to the devil. And this is the sanctions, the official structure that will decide on the sanctions. So yeah, so the idea is that the video, it is kind of a signal for him, more of to press him, to remind him that he needs to keep his part of the agreement that they had, and he has to lift the sanctions, and Trump is desperately trying to do it, but he cannot just do it. He's gonna, slowly he's trying to consolidate his power, to grab power, and to do afterwards what he can. So he's in the process of doing it, of trying to do it, but Putin is probably sending him, like poking him with this to hurry him up, because he's really it's not the good news for Putin, since all these countries started to adopt the Magnitsky Act, and he's probably losing. He's losing a lot with that 5 of Cups we had. The loss, he's not in a good position when it comes to the sanctions. He desperately needs them lifted. So yeah, that's the game. Pact with the devil. Now he has to keep his bargain. But I don't see him exposing necessarily. I see them waiting. They're both waiting, sitting on something. It's tension. It's, it's not Trump. Putin wants this to be faster because he's hurting, and Trump is trying his best, and he's scared of the truth if will come out in something like this. He doesn't want it, and that's why the tension between them. Yeah, so this is what I got. I think if this keeps coming up, you guys seen this Hierophant, and I see this as sanctions, and the people who will decide on the sanctions, the official structure that decide to end the sanctions. A change in, I don't know, law, whatever it is. Back to the devil. So yeah, this is Trump worried, and Putin, they're both worried. Okay, so this was the reading. I don't know, I hope you guys find it helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later. Bye bye.